What is going on YouTube? FitnessKensho here. Today we got another tutorial for you guys. First and foremost, before I begin, if you are new to the channel, I do a lot of videos on exercise tutorials, meal preps, and just helpful tips to help you either gain weight or weight loss for beginners. So if you're in the market for that type of channel, please be sure to click on the red subscribe button right here on top to be subscribed for future videos. Alright, let's get started. So today's tutorial, we're talking about traps. A lot of you guys have been asking and have been struggling with actually developing your trap muscles. So I'm not saying shy away from that compound movement of the heavy barbell shrugs, because barbell shrugs is a staple. It should be a staple in your trap exercise, just because it's going to build that foundation as far as throwing up the most amount of weight. So when you have those exercises that you can throw the most amount of weight, stick to those, but then add a couple of other isolation movements. So here's the perfect isolation movement to actually include into your routine. And we're talking about the cable single shrug. So now with the cable single shrug, let's think about how the actual traps contract. So if you look at my traps from here, here's the starting point, here's the end point. So every time we come up right here, that's when you shorten up the muscle. So the contraction happens when the muscles are shortened. When we're doing the cable shrug, we're actually able to slant at it kind of like an angle and kind of come up to create that shortening that much more greater. And if you've seen my previous tutorials as far as how I explain the benefits of cables, you know that it's tension coming down, tension coming up. So if you want constant tension on the muscle, single cable shrugs is going to be amazing, just to pretty much target and just solely focus on the trap muscles. Now these, obviously you have to do them, they're unilateral movements, so you kind of do them one trap at a time. So my suggestion would be pick a number. I would say go high repetitions, especially with any type of cable movement, any type of isolation movement, go high reps, because it's not a compound movement where you can actually use other muscle groups to help you. In this case, you want to totally isolate that specific muscle group and just pretty much attack it. Like when you're doing chest flies, you want to pretty much pump enough blood into the chest. Here you want to pump a lot of blood into the trap muscles. So again, we're slanting up and we're focusing on actually bringing the traps as high as we can without using our arms to actually move the weight. This is very important. If we use our arms, like just try to kind of like use our biceps a little bit, kind of like bring it up, and our shoulders start to get engaged. You want to keep your arm as dead as possible. What do I mean by that? When you're coming up, leave your arm as straight as possible and just try to just bring your shoulder up and then back down. Shoulder up to build that contraction on the traps and then back down. If you try to use your arms, you're going to take a lot of the tension away from the traps, and if you take away the tension off the traps, obviously you're not going to get the maximum results. So if you're someone who's definitely lagging with the trap development, definitely give this exercise a try. This may help you. All exercises are not meant for everyone, so just give it a try and see if it works out, if you feel the contraction the best. I typically stay with exercises that I feel the most contraction with. There's a lot of other exercises that I've tried and I just don't feel them, so therefore I shy away from those and I stick to the ones that work the best for me. And you should do the same, alright? So if you guys like this tutorial, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you have any further questions regarding this specific exercise. If you are new to the channel, be sure to click on that red subscribe button up top right here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.